Yo, we got some crazy hoes out here, my guys. San Diego interior designer, 39 years old. Beep. Stands trial for murdering butterfly farm owner, ex-stepdad, 64, by drugging and strangling him. How did, like, oh, okay, she's 39 years old, okay, and he's 64. Like, that's not terribly old, but I guess if you drug him first, then you could strangle him. It's like, how does, like, the machinations of this stuff is wild, okay? And here's the kicker. After discovering him using a stolen nude photo of her as a screensaver. Whew. Well, okay, listen, there's a couple of different ways. I don't know much about this story other than, reading that headline. It's like, we got to talk about this. Now, listen, if she's selling her butthole on the internet for like $4.99 a month, okay, she got that OnlyFans, that's different, okay? Or if he's trolling websites and it's like, oh, that chick's kind of hot. You got a bunch of filters that are on there, and it's like, okay, cool. You could understand, or you could find yourself in a situation, okay? That could be awkward later on, but if you got a stepdad here, so there's no relation, okay? There's no fucking Targaryen shit going on here, okay? This is an ex-stepdad. So somebody who has absolutely no connection to her, no longer legal, nothing through blood, well, until he was strangled, and then there was a little bit of blood, I'd imagine. But this is just a 64-year-old guy with a nude girl as a screensaver and a 39-year-old who happened to be that girl. Now, unless this was a picture that was taken some 22 years ago, that's a different story. I highly fucking doubt that. So let's take a look at this. A San Diego interior designer is on trial for murdering her butterfly farm owning ex-stepdad. What? A butterfly farm though? What the fuck do you get from that? Anyways, after catching him using a stolen nude photo of her as his screensaver. You guys couldn't come to an amicable resolution to this. It just immediately went to, no, I'm drugging him and then I'm just gonna choke him until, or rather choking him like he does his chicken, to this picture of me as a screensaver. What the fuck? Okay, Jade Janks. That's a poor name if I've ever heard it. Come on, man. 39 is accused of drugging, suffocating, and strangling. Holy fuck. So this was intimate right here. Thomas Merriman, 64, in San Diego on New Year's Eve 2020. She denies murder. No, I'll cop to the suffocating, but the drugging and strangling? No, come on. I was just trying to make sure that, he was comfortable that night. So I put a pillow under his head. Not on his face, just under his head, though. You might have rolled over onto it. I'm not entirely sure about that, but how do you explain the boot marks on the back of his head? Oh, fuck. Whatever. Janks, who runs a successful interior design firm, was described by prosecutors as being beyond freaked out after she found multiple naked images of herself in Merriman's home, one of which was even using as a computer screensaver. Yeah, that would be a little bit odd, okay, but murder-worthy? Yeah, I don't think so, though, dude. Records show that Janks' mother divorced Merriman in 2008 after multiple instances of domestic abuse, although Janks and Merriman maintained a relationship. Yeah, okay, that was just, looks like the apple doesn't fall that far from the tree, okay? Somebody was just making up some claims in order to get out of a relationship, okay? But still, what? The situation was so bad that, yeah, everybody stuck around, and that you, even after the divorce was finalized, still had some sort of a relationship, or at least one close enough that he could get nudes from you? Like, okay. Deputy District Attorney Jorge Del Portillo said this was no accident. This was murder by design. This was no accident. This was murder. Oh, what a fucking hack. In court, it was alleged that Janks suffocated Merriman with a plastic bag. Yo! However, Janks' attorney, Mark Calaros, that name sounds familiar. That name sounds very familiar. Says that Thomas Merriman, 64, the co-founder of the popular butterfly farm in Encinitas, died due to ill health. Yes, putting a plastic bag over your face normally does cause ill health, like a lack of oxygen. And his own cocktail of sleeping pills. Right, his body was found under a pile of trash outside his home on January 2nd. Ooh, 2 days later? She has pleaded not guilty to murder. If convicted, Janks could face life in prison. Yeah, I could see you take a couple of years off of that. That's not bad. It's just, she's 39 now, so she was, even 30, yuck, gross. Okay. Carlos said the medical examiner will not tell you if I will not tell you it was strangulation. The science, oh, see, we trust the science over here, does not support strangulation. The official cause of death was acute intoxication, reports the San Diego Union Tribune. Okay, now it just all comes down to, does he have a history of taking too many meds? Was he prescribed any meds at the time? Or what are we doing here? Because you could also get into the strangulation or asphyxiation as well, depending on the substances that were used in order to drug him. Okay. The attorney went on to say the Merriman, accuses Merriman of being an alcoholic who is addicted to pills. Okay, cool. Well, if you could back any of that up, well, that'd be great. Carlos also said Jade Janks loved her stepfather. How much? Enough to do some picture swaps or what? Tom Merriman loved Jade Janks. We know, we've seen the screensaver. Unfortunately, Tom Merriman was a troubled individual, and he loved her in different ways. Merriman's body was found under trash bags by police outside his home in Solano Beach. Nah, it's just that's just where he wanted to sleep that night after he took a bunch of pills. Come on now. Officers had gone to the home to conduct a welfare check. And then they got out to the curb, and it's like, okay, all the trash, yo, that doesn't belong there. Prosecutors say that Janks told others that she killed Merriman. Oh, despite the fact that her mother had long since divorced Merriman, the pair were still close. Yo, that's funny. That is funny in context. Okay, yeah, no, she was a professional whore as well. Like, come on now. Merriman was returning home on New Year's Eve after he was hospitalized due to a fall. Oh, Janks had picked him up from a care facility. Her lawyer said that when he left the facility, he was given a supply of various pills. Okay. A few days earlier, Janks was cleaning in Merriman's apartment when she bumped into his computer, waking it. And then he saw a nude photo that she had taken years previously as his screensaver. Okay, the prosecutor said the discovery of the pic left her distraught and disturbed to the core. I can understand that, and I know people have been killed for less, so interesting. Former friend of Janks, Sarah Jacobs, testified that the suspect told her about the photo, but said that it didn't indicate that Merriman would face any repercussions. Jacobs described the photo as showing Janks scantily clad. So wait, is it a nude or not? Her lawyer says that the pictures were taken consensually with a boyfriend years previously. It is not clear how Merriman obtained those photos. Yeah, interesting. From there, prosecutors allege Janks began hatching a plot to kill her stepdad. Oh. This week, prosecutors showed text messages in court that Janks sent to various friends. They read, I just dosed the hell out of him, stopping for whiskey at Dixieland to stall LMK. I don't know what that means, but I definitely know what I just dosed the hell out of him means. He's waking up. I don't want to be the one to do this. Oh, okay. I can't carry him alone, and I can't keep a kicking body in my trunk. Oh, I'm about to club him in the head as he's waking up. I'm not strong enough. He is very aware now, and I'm on my own. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that kind of sounds like murder. I'm just going to throw that out there. Okay. According to Union Tribune, the prosecutors called one of those contacted a fixer of sorts. Oh, kind of like a boyfriend who's fairly handy with a camera as well as a shopping bag. Interesting. Friend who did answer her call for help, Adam Sapalik. Yeah, okay, cool. A friend, right? Went to the home on New Year's Eve and said he would not help her get rid of the body. And it's like, okay, listen, you give me a little pussy every now and again, but I'm not going to help you get rid of a dead body. That shit's fucked. I'm leaving. The following day, he went to the police to report what happened. My man right there, he went in and he fucking ejaculated and evacuated, and he's like, I'm turning you in, bitch. I like that old dude. He had a really nice butterfly collection. You fucking skanky hoe. He's like, yo, your nudes are all over fucking Southern California, okay? What the fuck? How could he have not tripped over that shit? Like, come on now. Janks originally told him she needed help getting Merriman home because he was high on pills. But he was already at home, so why would she need further help getting him home? However, as Sipilak showed up, she confessed what happened. Oh, the lead detective in the case, Lisa Brandon, said in court this week, Ms. Janks told Mr. Sipilak that she killed her stepfather and said, I suffocated with a bag and I choked him. She also said she gave him a bunch of drugs. Oh, yeah, that seems pretty damning. Your lawyer's in for quite a difficult defense here. The detective continued, she wanted his help with getting her body out of the car. She wanted to take her stepdad to his home and put him in his bed. She wanted to look like his dad, or like he had an overdose in his bed and he had died in his bed. Bed. You need a little bit more, expansive vocabulary, okay? After refusing to help her, Cipolak said, I have a son to raise. Yo! The pair had a cigarette and kissed before he left. Just kissed, though? That's it? Come on now. You had the cigarette. We know what normally precedes a cigarette. A suspect's lawyer said that Cipolak is a recovering drug addict who had a crush on Janks. Oh, she just called one of her beta orbiters. Yo, really sucks to suck, I guess. But actually, he did turn her in, so maybe that was the last time he was going to get rejected. And he's like, aha, I got leverage over you. If you don't suck my dick, I'm going to the police. And she's like, nah. And he's like, bet. The lawyer conceded the pair have cuddled and kissed in the past, but have not had a sexual relationship. Fucking called it. Okay, the arresting officer later testified, San Diego Sheriff's Officer. Oh. Yeah, should be officer. Matthew Gibson. He said that Janks was calm when she was arrested. It's like, I don't know what happened, man. Oh, yeah, I could definitely see some screensaver material right there. But then again, it's not something that I do. Okay, like I could just show you my screensaver. Okay, it's a really wonderful. Okay, here, the blank screen right now. I got a Christmas tree right now because I like Christmas and shit. Like even my home screen, you can't really tell all that much, but it's just kind of like, you know, just more Christmas lights in the downtown area. Okay, I don't put bitches. I don't pedestalize women like that and put them as like my background. I think that that's juvenile shit. And yeah, I'll put them in my thumbnails because, you know, not everybody has the same mindset that I do, and it's a very obvious change whenever you put some cleavage in a thumbnail as opposed to not. You could have the exact same information in a story, but you put some titties on the front page and, well, it's gonna get more clicks than the other way. Okay, and that's just the baseline sexuality that most women play off of men. Like, okay, they don't have much to offer outside of their body. Okay, and if they get exploited for that in a way that they don't feel like it, well, they'll kill you, or they'll just try to get you to help cover up a killing. Oh well, since her arrest, Janks has been free on a $1 million bail, albeit with a GPS anklet. Yeah, if she could post $1 million... That's weird, okay. At the time her bail was set, prosecutors argued that the suspect has the financial resources to flee and connections in South Africa. Oh, okay. Janks' biological father, Steve Janks, is a native of South Africa and now lives in Southern California. Okay. She is the owner of a startup interior design business, a Janks Interior. Weird. On the website for her company, she writes, your home is a reflection of you, and Jade will help you express your personal style through a process easy and fun. Yeah, adorable. So what does she have, like saran wrap for curtains or some shit like that? Something that really reflects her own personal inclinations. Bio also says you can count on Jade to hold your hand and make the project a fun one. Yes, hold your hand, neck, whatever you need. Also says that she got her start in interior design through working through her dad's kitchen design company. Stepdad or biological dad? Merriman and Janks' mother, Jenny, married in July of '95. The couple had a son together, Cash. Oh, the victim had another daughter from a previous relationship. Okay. Online records show that there were multiple instances of domestic abuse in the marriage between 2002 and 2008. The couple finally filed for divorce on multiple occasions, finally doing so in 2008. Fucking whatever. Merriman founded the Butterfly Farm, a nonprofit, in 2013 alongside friend, Pat Flanagan. Tried to merge the two words. He told NBC San Diego in January, Tom was just an all-around good guy. He loved being outdoors, was very handy, cared, and he really gave a lot to the community. Bizarrely, in 2019, a Butterfly Farm employee, Sabrina Lukowski, was murdered by her boyfriend, Henry Simon Cowan, in their home. Cowan was sentenced to life in prison for the crime in November 2021. What the fuck? Flanagan told ABC San Diego in 2021. The irony is not lost here. Somebody came in and did a donation towards Sabrina. Ironically, on Friday, which is the same day, apparently Tom's body was found. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like there's any correlation there. It's just that house is cursed and it's going to get bulldozed because that shit is fucking strange. So yeah, that is incredibly interesting. So the impetus apparently was all this shit. You know, not this guy allegedly beating your mom about the face and head, okay? It was just more or less about you being a skank, taking a bunch of pictures all willy-nilly all over the internet, and then calling one of your beta orbiters that you didn't want to suck his dick over. You hate to see it, bro, but I'll probably be peeking in on this story because I find it to be very weird. Like, it's very salacious from a headline perspective, but it also tickles my fancy whenever it comes to intersexual dynamics on that one, right? Like, she's all right with, you know, having her crotch or tits all over the internet, or just shared between intimate partners, whatever the fuck spin you want to put on it. Okay, if you look deep enough, she probably has scantily clad images all over the internet. Okay, it's not going to be that big of a shock to anybody. But it also speaks to a greater phenomenon that, inside every woman's a hoe, okay? You just need to drag that out from her, and she'll expose it to you if you're the right person. If you're the wrong person, though, oh my god, that's the end. And it also plays out, too, okay? She'll take the saucy pictures with the guy that she's fucking, but for the beta male stepdad provider who outlived his usefulness, oh, no. You have a specific role, okay? And her tits have nothing to do with it. Very funny. This shit is universal, and once you know what to look for and what to see, you can't turn it off. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.